Brothers, now I am starting the Sanskrit degree first year, semester 2. For the lesson Krishi Phalam, fifth lesson. Kavi Ogeti Parikshit Sharma మూలగ్రంథం కాలయ తస్మై నమః. Sri Ogeti Parikshit Sharma was born in 1930 in the town of Ponnuru in the district of Guntur. He joined the Andhra government Girvana Pith in Kovuru to pursue Ubhaya Bhasha Pravina degree. He studied at Rajahmundry, Kovuru, Ubhaya Bhasha Pravina degree. From the Andhra Girvana Pith. But he authored many Sanskrit works such as Yasodhara, Parikshit, Nataka Chakram, Kalaya Tasmai Namaha, Saundarya, Memamsa, etc. books are written by him. The present lesson is the 20th chapter of Kalaya Tasmai Namaha, a novel in Sanskrit. This is an autobiographical novel. The hero is Sravana. He speaks highly of cultivation during one of his conversations. The style of Parikshit Sharma is simple and musical. He also wrote an agrarian songs as a part of this novel. Now we are coming to read the lesson. सपत्नीक श्रावणः पुण्यपत्तने स्वगृहे विश्रांत सुखमनुभवं कुर्वन्तेनेह कर्माणि जिजीविषेत् शरदां शतमिति भावयन् पौरोहित्य संस्कृतकक्ष्याः सञ्चालयितुं समुत्सुको भवत्. Now, enjoying issue along with his wife in his town house in Pune. His own house in Pune. Sravana reflected, one should live for 100 years in this world only by doing some work, and became eager to start Paurohitya and Sanskrit classes. Tatra swagruha prangane prakara dwara nikate parshve atra Paurohityam Sanskritam Chadhyapyante api cha Paurohityam Panchadashakarmani kriyante iti ekam prakatana palakam vilikhya bhitau bhavasta. That is, on a display Plag he wrote. Paurohityam and Sanskrit are taught here. Paurohityam and 15 types of rites will be performed. And fixed it on the wall near the main entrance of his house. A board is put in the entrance of his house. But मासद्वय पर्यन्तं न कोऽपि विद्यार्थी समागतः. तदनन्तरं 10 संख्यकाः छात्राः संस्कृताध्ययनाय काचन स्त्रियः पूजापद्धतिं च शिक्षितुं समागताः. ते यावद्धनं यच्छन्ति तावदेव जाग्राह श्रावणः. अनया रीत्या तस्य धनप्राप्तिः प्रतिमासं 2,000 रूप्यकपरिमितमभूत्. For 2 months, no student turned up. Up to 2 months, no student is coming to learn Sanskrit. And also, after that 10 students came to learn Sanskrit and some women to learn the procedure of worship. 10 students and also one woman also came to learn the Sanskrit. Shravana took whatever money they offered. But in this way, these earnings amounted to 2,000 rupees per month. So, as per salary is taking 2,000 rupees from the students for every month. Those are enough to maintain the family. But afterwards, तदा श्रावणः स्वेजायां समाहूय दयिते शृणु एव जीवन यापनं कष्टतरं भवति. शाकानां मूल्यं गगनतलं शुमृति. शाकाय वा लवणाय वा समार्जितं धनम् अपर्याप्तं भवति. तस्मादङ्करारोपणं शाकवृक्षारोपणं शानिवार्ये भवितः अस्माकं कृषितो नास्ति दुर्भिक्षम् इति. Then Shravana called his wife and said, "O my wife, listen, it will be difficult to live like this. The prices of the vegetables are touching the sky. The money we earn is not efficient either for provisions or vegetables. So, sowing seeds of planting saplings become necessary for us. There will be no scarcity by cultivation." So, nigadhya swagruhavarane aloobu kushmanna karamella bimba nimba shokataki ghrtakoshataki patoli vartaka darvikamra karnikara కుస్తుంబరి నారికేళ పనస బాదమ కదలి జంబు శుక్ర లతా చక్ర టొమాటో సిమ్లా మిర్చి ఇత్యాది శాకలతా వృక్షాన్ సంవర్ధయామాస్. Next he is telling to his wife, having said so, he grew edible plants and creepers such as bottle ground, pompica, pumpkin, bitter ground, little gourd, longifolia, ridge gourd, ridge gourd, snake gourd, eggplant, lady's finger, sorrel leaves, coriander, coconut, jackfruit, almond, banana, blackberry, dog plant, palaka, tomato, simla mirchi, etc. So, samardayamana. It is enough for us to maintain the family by getting up the fruits. Tada tamaham ayibhoh sravana kimardham kaudhaliko bhutva kalam yapayati bhavan. अनेन कर्मणा किं न्यूनता भावः न भवति तेः. भवान् नैकबिरुदाङ्कितः पंडितः महाकविः गीर्वाणान्ध्रभाषाप्रवीणः गीर्वाणगेयकवि मण्डलचक्रवर्ती अपि च श्रीकलापूर्णः किमर्थं भवान् अशिक्षित इव पटच्छरधारी भूत्वा कर्दमे लुठति इत्यपृच्छम्. Then I asked him, "Ha, Sravana, why do you spend time becoming a farmer? As a farmer, don't you feel inferiority by this act, or you feel inferiority by this act? You have many titles such as scholar, great poet, expert in Sanskrit and Telugu, the emperor of assembly of a Sanskrit lyristics, and also an expert in fine arts. Why do you, like an illiterate person, wear rags and roll in mud? So, I am very sorry for your advice and also your duties. Then the Sravana Madhya Prashnam Shrutva Ishanmandahasam Vidhaya Aibhoho Chaturvedin Krishikarma Janma Siddham Sarvesham Bhutalawasinam Krishikarma Anadi Siddham Annam na Nidhyat Annam na Parisakshita Tadvrajatam Annam Brahma अन्नात् भूतानि जायन्ते जातान्यन्नेन वर्धन्ते तस्मादन्नम् अधिकमुत्पादयितव्यम्. On hearing my question, smiling a little, Shravana answered, "O Chaturvedin, cultivation is natural to all the earthly beings. It is very ancient. Do not show disrespect to food. Do not turn away from food. That is a vow. Food is Brahman. Beings are born from food. They grow with food. Hence, food must be produced excessively. These are from the Taittiriya Upanishad. And Jagati Vidyamana Vastunam Padarthanamanyonyasrama Bhavaha Adharadheya Bhavaha Sarva Vidhanam Vidasambandasya Vartante Jagati Sarvamapi Praninam Yogyam Upakara Sakaram Bhavati Jagati Sarve Praninaha Sakara Bhavena Samyogena Jivanam Yapayanti Vrikshaha Pasavaha Pakshinaha Sadhyaha Parvataha Yani Dusyani Sarvani Praninam Upabhogaya Sukaya Sya Bhavanti Sarvete Asmadiya Sahavasinaha Anucharachana Santi. My dear, among all the things that are found in this world exist the concepts of mutual dependency, mutual support, and all other relationships. Everything in this world is worthy and useful to the beings. All beings live together with cooperation. All those which are seen, such as the trees, animals, birds, rivers, mountains, and others, are for the enjoyment and happiness of the beings. All of them become our neighbors and followers. Vina falaihi shakaihi grasaichya sevanam svisesman durbaram dushkaram bhavati tasmat vriksharopanam dhanyotpadanamitvadhikam manavanam apariharyam bhavati krishivalanam janmadhanyam pavanam paropakarayitam cha bhavati krishivala annadataraha Bhagavat Swarupa Vasundharachaka Bhaktaha Rashtrasya Jivatavaha. Without fruits, vegetables and food, life in this world becomes unbearable and difficult. Hence, plantation and production of food, etc., become unavoidable for men. The life of the farmers is blessed, sacred and helpful to others. Farmers are the providers of food, farmers of God, farmer worshippers of the earth, devotees and the lives sustaining drugs to the country. So, भारतीय संस्कृति वृक्षाणां समूहे स्निग्धच्छायातरुविलसित अरण्येषु नदीतीरेषु पर्वतशिखरेषु च सम्भूय पवृधे वेदोपनिषदां संस्कृतिः येषु प्रदेशेषु संजन्य समृद्ध्या तथा भूमंडले Indian culture developed cultivately in the rows of trees, forests thickly shaded with trees on the banks of the rivers and on the hilltops. संहिताः ब्राह्मणानि अरण्यकानि च भारतीयसंस्कृत्याः प्राणाः सर्वपुराणेषु इतिहासेषु काव्येषु नाटकेषु वृक्षाणां समृद्धः तेषाम् आशिषः परोपकारः वितरणशीलादयः सर्वत्र बहुदोल्लेखिताः सन्ति. सर्वकथा नैमिषारण्ये देव समुत्पन्नाः इयं मानवजात्याम् अविच्छिन्नं परस्परावर्तते. अयि भोः एतादृशकृषिकर्मणा शाकलतावृक्षादिपोषणेन पौष्टिकाहारो भवति, शरीरव्यायामो भवति, स्वावलम्बनमपि भवति मानवसमाजस्य इति भवान श्रावणः. In these places, the culture of the Vedas and the Upanishads organized, flourished and spread all over the earth. The Vedas, Brahmanas and the Aranyakas are the life of the Indian culture. In all the Puranas, Itihasas, Kavyas and Natakas, the relation with the trees, their blessings, helpfulness, generosity, etc. are very much described. All those stories originated from the Nainimisha forest. This has been the uninterrupted tradition of the human race. By such cultivation and growing of edible plants and creepers, nutritious food, physical exercise and substance will be there to the human society. भवान् कथं जानाति कृषिकर्मैतत् श्रावणः पुनरुच्चं प्रारभे अहं कृषिकर्म सर्वं जानामि मम पितामहः जन्मना विप्रः कर्मणा कृषेवलः. Oh my dear, how do you know this farming? Shravana started to say again, oh my dear, I know the whole process of cultivation. My grandfather, though by birth of Brahmin, was a farmer by profession. सः क्षेत्रे सुवर्णसस्यम् उत्पादयामास. अहं शैशने सर्वमेतत् पितामहस्य कर्म मम पितुः मुखारविन्दादश्रौषम् अपि च मम ग्रामः कृषेवलानां ग्रामः. बाल्यात् कृषेवलजीवनं कृषेवलानां दैनन्दिनकार्यक्रमं प्रत्यक्षं निरतं प्रतिक्षणमनुभूतोऽस्मि. Through by birth, a Brahmin was a farmer by profession. He produced golden rice in the field. In my childhood, I heard from my father all these deeds of my grandfather. Moreover, my village is a village of farmers. Right from my childhood, every moment I personally witnessed with the life of the farmers and their everyday work. स केवलमनुभूत्योऽस्मि कटिबद्धतैश्चाकं कृषिकर्म अकरवं. मम मातुलं मा भूस्वामी तस्य गृहप्राङ्गणे बलिवर्दाः महिषाः ग्रावः महिष्यः आवर्तन्त. अहं गवां महिषीणां दोहनकर्माणि सम्यक् अकरवं. तेषां कोष्ठानके स्वच्छताकार्यं ग्रासदानं मण्डकानां एतादृशकर्म सर्वमकर्मवं. क्षेत्रेषु बलिवर्दान् हलस्य युगे संयोज्य भूमिकर्षणं जलसिंचक्षेत्र वपनं तत् पश्चात् सस्य शम्पनिरोपणं सस्यशस्वनिरोपणं तेषां प्रवृद्धन्तस्तरं कलमञ्जरी उज्जरित सस्यस्तम्भकेदारं पंचम लवित्रेण उत्कृष्टक्षेत्रे राशीकरणमेतादृशं सर्वविधकृषिकर्माकरं करवं तत्सर्वमपि चित्रं मनसि निधाय संस्कृतवाङ्मये कर्षकगीतमपि वर्तते इति प्रदर्शयितुं कर्षकगीतमेकं अनेन प्रकारेण लिखितम्. Dear, moreover, my village is a village of farmers. Right from my childhood, every moment I personally witnessed the life of the farmers and their everyday work. Not only observed, I had with dedication done farming along with them. My maternal uncle was a landlord. There were built buffaloes, cows, and she buffaloes in his courtyard. I even milked the cows and the she buffaloes. I performed in their sheds activities such as cleaning, feeding grass and rice growl, etc. I also followed all the steps of paddy cultivation, such as tilling the field by yoking the bulls to the plough, sowing seeds in the water's field, transplanting the shoots, and when they grew, cutting with a sickle the stakes of the many rice shocks that fill the field and collecting them in heaps in the field. Keeping all this in mind, I even wrote a cultivation song to order to show that songs on farming also exist in Sanskrit literature.